Go ahead.
Hello, welcome back. It is round number 2 of the playoff doubleheader at Matter Academy. Today we have SickWidIt and the Silver State Stealth. Now, the winner of this one will await the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Trenton BIC, by way of their win over the East Orange Renegades, 38-33. The Renegades actually had a 33-26 lead late, but you can't put the Church's money on the ground. They fumbled twice in their last 2 possessions, which led to a eventual BIC championship score. And the BIC will make their way out here to take on the winner of this game today. Chris, how do you see this game going between the Stealth and SickWidIt?
I was worried when we first started because I didn't see a quarterback for SickWidIt out there. Now I do. And realistically, I think it might be a little bit more of a problem for the Stealth because they've got a very mobile quarterback in Deion Fox.
Yes.
So it's going to be a very interesting concept because I'm sure that Stealth was looking at going up against Stone King and not having somebody who is as mobile as Fox is. So this is going to be a little bit different for them. I think they're going to have to rethink what they were going to do defensively.
Well, again, the winner of this will take on the Trenton BIC. Right now, it's the Watchmen trying to unleash chaos here in these playoffs, as right now, the score in Asbury Park between the Watchmen and the Animals. And this is with David Tinder back on the field after taking 3 weeks off to nurse an ankle injury. But right now, it is 26-12 in favor of the Baltimore Watchmen. And could it be the Watchmen coming out here to take on the Las Vegas Insomniacs, who beat the Gold by a final score of 68-6?
So we got, what, a quarter to go back east?
Pretty much. We got half a minute and then the fourth quarter to go. And right now, the Baltimore Watchmen, who last year around this time got disqualified in the playoffs against the former Cincinnati Chaos. And a lot of questions was, what kind of a Watchmen team were we getting this year? And right now, the Watchmen trying to make it to their second Final Four for the second time in 3 years, because they were part of the Final Four back in 2023.
Correct.
And lost to the eventual Eastern Conference champions, the Tampa Nightcrawlers. Of course, that team led by Mark Bagway and Darius Logo Davis. Of course, Bagway this year playing for the Trenton BIC. But right now, as it stands, 31 seconds to go in the third quarter in Asbury Park, New Jersey. It is the Baltimore Watchmen up 26-12 over the Silks and the Animals. Quite a shocker going on here.
What's even bigger of a shocker is the score that we already have up on the scoreboard before the game starts.
So right now we're about to throw it off, and it's a 68-6 score. So right now a big advantage for SickWidIt. No, we're just kidding. We got the coin toss right now.
And we'll see what's going on, who's going to be throwing off to whom. And also right now I think that directional is going to be a big thing because of the way the wind's blowing.
Yes, the winds are out today. And we're trying to see. Oh, now they're about to flip it. Here we go.
And there's a couple players that I don't see out here right now for
SickWidIt has won. The Sick has won the toss.
Well, they should defer.
Which you think they would.
Well, I mean, it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see how this all breaks down and what happens.
Again, fans, if you want to be a part of the chat, you want to get a shout out, please go to A7FL.com/chat. Again, that is A7FL.com/chat to download the Locker Room app.
And right now, I'll just give a shout out to my grandniece, whose birthday is today. She is 12 years old.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday, Lexi. Hopefully you're enjoying Cowabunga Bay.
Cowabunga. All right, so Sick won the toss, and much to Chris's delight, they would defer.
Well, not really my delight. I just said that they should.
Well,
when you win the toss, deferring makes a lot more sense.
Well, I mean, as John Madden always used to say when he was coaching the Raiders, he would always want his defense to start out first.
I mean, it's just a better place for you. And we'll see what goes on with this defense, because we've got some guys that missed the last game back, including one Zach. He's back, so that should be a little bit of a up click for SickWidIt.
All right. So fans, just want to promote this real quick. Please go to 247combatsports.tv and the Loudcast on our new A7FL Nevada channel. It is $5, and you can hear the A7FL playoff game raw, real, loud, and uncut from Loud Wilkes from the Baltimore division and Dale Hathaway from the Ohio division. They'll be calling the game like they would if you were watching the game at the couch, like me and Chris do during the NFL season. Again, it is no filter, raw, uncut, as authentic as you could possibly get. Again, that is 247 Combat Sports TV, or 247combatsports.tv, and the Loudcast. Again, no filter, raw, as you would be watching it from your couch. That's with Loud Wilkes and Dale Hathaway. They'll be there waiting for you. So again, that is 247combatsports.tv, of course, on the A7FL Nevada channel. So if you want to hear what you would normally say if you were watching at home, go to 247combatsports.tv.
Who do we have back here? One of the...
Ramsey.
A Ramsey. Why am I not surprised?
That would be Keith.
Yep.
We got Southern, we got Ficatuli, and looks like that is Devin Houston on the coverage for Sick.
Could be dangerous.
Yeah.
In its own right.
Yes, it is. Set to go. For Sick, and the Stealth winner gets the Triton BIC. And the winner of the Watchmen and the Animals get the defending champions, the Insomniacs, here next week for the Final Four here at Matter Academy.
Ooh, and it's going to be a hot one.
Glad you're with us here on A7FL.tv. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Berry here, Southern set to throw. And we're off. Oh, nice spiral there. And Keith Ramsey will not get a chance for a return and will be out to the 20-yard line for the Stealth. And again, the question, as it always is, who's going to be the quarterback? And it looks like it is Teo.
Yeah, I don't know that that is a bad decision, really.
At quarterback. Teo Filomena at quarterback, number 42, who, when he's been the quarterback, he's been really the most consistent one at quarterback.
Well, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, look at who's trotting on for the defensive line.
That's a lot of beef.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of beef. You got Dante Woods, big number 65. You got Big Bino, Robert Hines. You got Andrew Lualamana. And you got Matt Murphy. And you also got Mike Stanford, who had 2 interceptions against the Gold last week. And you got the versatile one, Mr. Palmer.
Playing corner.
And Southern playing center field.
Got to be careful, too, with that corner.
Give. And Bino.
Looks like he got about 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, that looks like
actually
it was
2 yards on that play.
That was Justin Cool K. Shepard, former member of SickWidIt. And you know he would love to get some retribution against his former organization, running the ball up the middle. But Big Bino Robert Hines right there to grab him.
It's going to be very, very difficult for him to for them to run against this line today, I think. Seems like that is our situation with this. We'll see it's second down and looks like about 8.
30-yard line is what they need for the first down. Ball at the 22, just inside the 23-yard line. And a give to Jaleel Hornbeak. And Woods and Darren Palmer right there to make the stop. And I'm pretty sure we will hear from Mrs. Palmer in a few seconds. As she always comments in the chat, which again, go to a7fl.com/chat. Again, that is a7fl.com/chat to download the Locker Room chat app, which you can now get on Androids.
Yeah, I was just going to pull that up since I can actually get it now.
Third down.
See what's going on in the
Shepard
chat.
in the backfield. Teo in at quarterback. And now it's Shepard in motion.
Oh, I think we got a
and
little cheating.
And we got some cheating somewhere.
And got offsides.
It'll be offsides on Sick. So it makes it a more third and manageable. Again, they got to get to the 30 for a first down. Again, as earlier today, the Trenton BIC defeated the East Orange Renegades 38-33. The BIC punching their ticket for the Final Four out here next week. Again, the Insomniacs punch their ticket for next week with their win 68-6 over the Gold. And here, just starting with Stealth and SickWidIt.
Here we go.
Tail.
Defenders took each other
throwing,
out.
Pass, short hops it, incomplete, intended for Jaleel Hornbeak.
You're going to have a roughing the quarterback. This is going to be a first down for Stealth. So, I mean, let's see what they're able to do with this newfound life, if you will.
Indeed.
15-yard penalty.
Penalty on SickWidIt, and they get life, indeed.
Seeing a lot of stuff going on in the this locker room chat.
Yep. All right, here we go. Ball spotted at the 40.
Looks like 42-yard
42-yard line, just inside the 42.
So it gives them first down and 10 yards to go.
And right on point, Miss Palmer with her comment, "Let's go, babe."
Yep.
Give to Shepard up the middle. And
He goes
Shepard
nowhere.
might have lost a couple.
I think they're giving them back to the line of scrimmage is what it looks like.
Yeah,
so it's going to
just
be
inside,
second down and 10.
Just inside the line. Again, ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Got to get to the 48 for a first down. With 13-12 to go here, just starting. Again, winner of this one will take on the BIC.
Should be a good game.
That
too.
should be a very fantastic game.
Yep. And here we go.
All right. Taya back to throw.
Gets hit.
Throws a very high floater.
Looked like
and
it was
Deion
a punt.
Southern, it was a punt, and Deion Southern made a fair catch. And SickWidIt will get it in plus territory. And that's how the first big break of this game goes. Goes by way of the team in orange and white.
Well, and this is going to be, oh, you know what? I was just going to say, the one player that they're missing on the offensive line was Sal, but he is here.
He is here. The big Oos is here.
So that should be a very interesting situation with them.
So you might see big Oos with football.
I can guarantee at least one play.
At least one play.
If not more.
All right.
We have a discussion going on the sidelines. I'm sure they're talking about defense.
Ball at the 48-yard line. Deion Fox getting the start. I do not see Kenyon Stone King, so it looks like Fox is going to go the whole ordeal.
Yep, they got to move up.
Which is not a bad option.
Guys got to move up. They're got them. The defense is psyching them out. So
all right, from the 48. In the backfield alongside is Iquan Corsi. And Iquan Corsi
gets
getting
buried.
wrapped up by Antoine Davis. Maybe for a yard or two. And they're
Looks
going
like
to
he
give
got
him
about
2
yards
yards
on that one.
So they'll give him the 46-yard line. Second down and 8. All right. 10:05 to go, opening period. No score. Sick forced a turnover, a Deion Southern interception. Again, it's Iquan Corsi in the backfield alongside Deion Fox. Corsi gets it again. Corsi cuts back, trying to reverse his field. Now comes back left. Gets a nice block by Deion Fox. Iquan Corsi, first down, still on his feet. A flag comes down. Right now, it's a first down, pending the flag, of course.
I think what you're going to get is, because he looked like he tried to tackle him up high, so you might get a horse collar.
But, yeah, that's what they're signaling at. They're signaling at the back of the, yep. They're signaling to a personal foul, horse collar. It is indeed a horse collar on the Stealth. And great patience and great reversing of field by Iquan Corsi and Deion Fox.
Nice block.
With a tremendous block leading the way for his running back. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So the ball now is being moved up into plus territory. Ball will be spotted at the 12-yard line. Empty backfield. Richardson and Corsi and Palmer lined up. Fox to throw. Fox going for Richardson.
Oh, a little
off his
short.
hands, but a little short. But if you ask Richardson, he'll say, it touched my hands, I should have caught it.
Yep. Which is true.
All right.
I think Mel's trying to make it a sweat box in here for us.
I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe the dog needs some water. Give the doggy some water. Wow. And true to form, there goes Vaughn doing push-ups.
Doing his 10 push-ups for his drop pass.
First drop pass. Miss Jen said it was 9.
Yep.
Floater. Richardson.
Ooh,
did he keep the feet in? No, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Made the catch, but could not keep 1 foot in bounds. And that sets up third down for SickWidIt. Trying to capitalize off this interception by Deion Southern. And here comes Devin Houston to enter into the game for Iquan Corsi.
Now, they can't get a first down without a touchdown.
Correct.
So that is a good thing.
They need the 8-yard line for a first down.
When Mel comes back up here, I'm going to kill him. Anyway.
Fans, I would just like to say water is very good. Timeout.
Timeout. I think SickWidIt wants to talk about it.
That is
figure out what they want to do.
That is their first timeout. 2 remaining. As SickWidIt trying to capitalize off this turnover on an interception by Deion Southern. Alongside Chris Vera, I'm Anthony Alvarez. Glad you're with us here on A7FL.tv. Now, again, if you want to hear raw, uncut, 2 guys talking from the couch, please go to my Combat 247.tv to hear Mr. Lau Wilkes and Mr. Dale Hathaway on the 247combatsports.tv on the A7FL NB YouTube channel.
Might be a little ugly.
It'll be raw, uncut, unfiltered, just like you're at the couch having some snacks and a beverage talking about this game. So there you go.
So we got a challenge. See if he's got a touchdown or not.
Looking at it. Let's see what we can find here.
See if he got a tutty. I'll have to.
Well, like I said, he definitely made the catch.
Oh,
that's
he made
for
the
sure.
catch for sure. But I think he was out of bounds. I don't think he was able to get at least
1 foot in. Yes. Oh, you gotta love ads. I swear.
Commercial?
Ads. No, ads, of course.
Yeah, commercial.
Ads and now buffering.
Such is life.
Indeed. Okay, let's see if we can find the live action of it. Oh.
Have to go. Can we slow that down?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Let's see. Playback speed. All right. Let's see here. Running this thing in slow-mo. And we just got word.
Corner.
And we just got word from Mizzle that the Animals have just scored. Let's see. Catch.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
The
referee is in the way. Because he definitely completes the catch for sure.
And he definitely has a foot down.
Yes,
but you can't tell if it's on the line, if it's out
on
of
the
bounds.
black. Yeah, can't tell.
See it.
Blocked by the referee. Taking a look at it again in slow-mo.
Yeah, I still think it's going to be tough because that referee's right in the way.
Oh, if we only had the reverse angle.
Well, I mean, it's weird because we had the camera down in the other end.
Yeah.
If we had it down in this end, might be able to see it.
I'd be able to see it, yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a great throw.
Oh, absolutely. Great
Fox
throw.
makes a great throw.
Great touch by Fox, absolutely. Puts it to where only Richardson can get it.
But you just can't see.
You just can't see if the foot is in.
Makes the catch there.
Because I mean,
see if his foot's in.
Yeah, because I mean, it looks like when the referee gets in the way, it looks like he's toe tapping.
Yeah.
But again, you can't tell. And the touchdown.
Can you zoom in?
And the touchdown stands in New Jersey. So the Animals have just scored to get back in that game. Yeah. It is 26-18. Baltimore still leading over the Animals. That's in the fourth quarter. So the winner of that game will take on the Insomniacs between the winner of the Watchmen and the Animals. Right now it is 26-18. Baltimore still leading, but the Animals just scored to get back in the game. So keep you updated there. And that has, as we're trying to get in time, as you know, buffering. Oh, so lovely.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
So that has 11:41 to go in the game. Still plenty of time in that one in Asbury Park. Again, 26-18. Watchmen and the Animals. That's, of course, the winner of this will take on the defending champions
Here goes
next
Palmer
week. Darren Palmer coming out of his hair bandana, all up in the dreads, but nonetheless, Darren Palmer as sure-handed as they come in our league. And now it's fourth down for Sick. And, of course, being in plus territory, you got nothing to lose. Go for it.
Well, and this is where I want to see what Stealth comes out with, because I still think that the Stealth right now, their defense is more stout than their offense. And they've got to hold they've got to hold teams to no scores.
Well, I mean, when you got the Ramsey brothers, that does give you a good chance and a good advantage.
Well, right now you've got, with these two wideouts, in all honesty, I think that they can catch them on a post if they wanted to.
Fox will get down, and the Stealth defense holds on downs. And, of course, guess who? That'd be Robert Ramsey.
Big surprise there.
No. You don't say.
Right?
So,
no matter
Stealth.
What. I was just going to say, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's rinse and repeat.
Yeah. SickWidIt forces a turnover. They cannot turn it into points. And now, the Stealth going a long, long way. They got to go at least 88 plus to get some points.
Which is fine. I think that, what we saw right there is a defense that stepped up. Now can their offense step up, which has always been my question mark.
Is that a Gatorade cooler full of water down there?
I could not tell you.
Up here.
I don't know.
Oh.
Nice pitch.
Hornbeek, Jaleel Hornbeek, first down. Jaleel Hornbeek down the sideline. Jaleel Hornbeek, nice gain for the Stealth, nice first down. Well, I'll say what, Jaleel Hornbeek has been an unsung hero for the Stealth this year.
He really has. And I'm sure that is, like I said, they've got to step up offensively.
Yeah.
If they want to make this a game, because we know what can happen offensively with Sick.
Yeah, they can score in a hurry.
Yeah. And they're just like the Insomniacs when it comes to scoring from anywhere on the field.
Yes,
they can do it.
They can do it. They have shown that time and time again. All right. Back to Hornbeek. Oh, nice move.
Nice move.
Hornbeek still on his feet. Another nice gain for Jaleel Hornbeek as the Stealth trying to establish the run here late in this first period, which is a scoreless game, 0-0. SickWidIt forced a turnover by Deion Southern, but they could not turn it into points. They turned the ball over on downs, and now the Stealth on their second offensive possession.
Yeah, let's see what they're able to do with this.
Yes.
I would like to see them, turn this into a little bit of a drive. They're showing blitz.
All right. Quick announcement. Toss. Shepard. Close to a first down.
We got a flag on the field.
But we got mustard on the grass. And a loud scream.
So
and
cheating.
We got cheating.
Why am I not surprised?
No. All right, quick announcement, fans. The Loudcast with Wilkes and Dill, the Loudcast will air after this game. So please stay tuned. After this broadcast, you will hear the broadcast from Loud Wilkes and Dale Hathaway on 247combatsports.tv. So just want to pitch out that friendly public service announcement. But glad you're with us here on A7FL.tv. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera here with you. Earlier, we saw the Insomniacs take care of business over the Gold, 68-6. Right now, we are scoreless, under 6 to go here in the first period at Matter Academy East. Give to Shepard.
Looks like he tripped over
somebody.
Tripped over his own player. One of his offensive linemen.
And shout out to the Brave fans braving the heat here at Matter Academy. Hopefully you guys have got plenty of liquidation, plenty of H2O.
Man, I'm bringing a fan next week.
That might be wise.
Might have to do that. So we got 2nd down and 14.
Yes.
This is going to be interesting. Another handoff. What do we got? False start.
And now they are shooting themselves in the foot, as that was Crown, Mr. Jermaine Levy.
And this is the problem that I see with the Stealth offense, right? Their defense is pretty stout. Mm-hmm. Their offense is, if they catch up with their defense, they would be a pretty good team. Mm-hmm. But this is the problem that I see with them, is that we see them gain yards, and then we see them start to shoot themselves in the foot and go backwards. So let's find out where this goes and how it all sets up for them.
Ball. They need the 27 for a first down.
37 for a first down.
No, it's the 27. No, you're right. It is the
38.
No, the original line of scrimmage was the 28.
Yep, and okay. They need the 38.
They need the 38. Yep. I forgot about the penalty.
And why are they backing up even more?
Good grief.
Did we miss something? I didn't see another flag. Oh, you know what? They just weren't at the line of scrimmage. So here we start with the clock. Mm-hmm. We got 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Score 0-0.
Give. T.O.
He goes nowhere.
Is going to get sacked and alertly flips it out of bounds.
That's not something that as a coach that I want to see him do. And when he comes off to the sideline, I probably have to tell him, hey, great, but don't ever do that again.
Decision time for the Stealth.
Well, I mean, right now there is no decision. You got to surrender this.
I would agree, but
weirder things have happened, but it's 4th down and state line. So I'm definitely going to be surrendering this ball.
They will surrender. Robert Ramsey will throw it off. And Marcus Betts will be back to receive the 3-on-1 return.
I think he's throwing it right out of bounds.
Smartly. Nope. It stayed in bounds, and that could be to Betts' benefit. Betts across the 45, Betts 50.
Nice tackle.
Great. Well, guess who? Keith Ramsey.
Yep.
But it looks to me that Betts was kind of running with a limp there.
A little bit.
Don't know how effective he will be.
Well, he's talking to some players on the sidelines. I wonder if it was just the fact of Keith Ramsey just being able to get into his legs so quickly and take him down. It was a great form tackle.
All right. Ball at the 45. SickWidIt on their second offensive possession. Could not score as they turn the ball over on downs. You got William Alexander in the backfield. No, that's Devin Houston.
Yep, handoff to Houston. He goes nowhere.
Nothing. Gaither and guess who? Another Ramsey. That would be Robert. Makes the tackle.
Man, these guys really come to play. And
yeah,
I really think that the Stealth are on a mission to prove who they are this game. Mm-hmm. But you've got to be careful, like we've been saying. If Richardson and or DP get open, this could be real ugly for him.
2nd down. Toss back to Houston. Houston down the sideline.
Another great block by his quarterback.
Another great block by Fox. Robert Ramsey makes the tackle. And, folks, it is even in New Jersey. A fumble by the Watchman. Animal score, and David Tinder finds a way to get the conversion. And it is 26-26. Animals and Watchmen in the fourth quarter in Asbury Park with 4:45 remaining in regulation. And our thanks to Mizzle for giving us that update. Again, Houston in the backfield. Palmer, Richardson, the wide receivers. Houston going right. Houston meeting Robert Ramsey.
Got the first down.
First down, SickWidIt as Devin Houston running some effective power runs for the team in orange and white. Again, the winner of this game will take on the Trenton BIC in one semifinal game. And the winner of the Watchmen and the Animals will take on the Insomniacs in the Final Four next week here at Matter Academy. Ficatuli in the backfield gets the carry going right. Ficatuli. Oh, great stop by Ronald Gaither. Ronald Gaither with the stop there. Nicely done.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing about being on the sidelines with the camera.
Yeah.
You tend to get things broken or bent.
Yep. And the stand just got bent. But then again, to these hard men and women led by Mel Carey, giving you the insights of the A7FL. Empty backfield. Fox.
Oh, he's got Richardson open.
He's got him in the back of the end zone. But again,
I think he's out of
threw
bounds.
too much mustard on the hot dog.
So this is the situation that
And Mel just threw down and spiked the camera stand.
Yeah.
And Mel coming in with a lot of passion.
Passion?
Oh, that was passion.
Oh, that was anger.
And that's passion.
Okay.
That is passion, yes. Shout out to the hottest working man in sports, Mel Carey, who just unleashed some passion.
So,
Mel, do you need a hug? Somebody give Mel a hug.
third down. Third down. There's
Pass.
a pass.
Big Oos with football! And Big Oos trying to lateral. Big Oos still going. It took the whole stealth team to bring him down.
7-on-1.
But it's still a Big Oos with football.
Wow.
And it is third and manageable after the Big Oos, the former Vanderbilt Commodore, Josiah Sow, made the grab.
He just looks like he was having fun.
Well, Oos is out there always having fun.
He's always got a smile on his face. Oh, changing the ends?
Changing the ends. That means it's the end of the first period, and quite shocking that it's still scoreless after a period of football. Definitely was not expecting that.
You know, and my question with this is are we seeing the fact that maybe Fox doesn't have the the connections with his wide receivers that Stone King does?
That's a very good point. That's
ask.
a very good point. Very good point made there, Mr. Vera.
Because, I mean, what I see is a little bit of hesitation in Fox. And
Yes.
you don't see that in Stone King. Stone King unleashes the ball. So I think that, and it's no knock against Fox. It's just he hasn't been playing with the wide receivers all season like Stone King has.
I would agree.
So let's see if they can capitalize on this. I mean, they really need to start coming out here and showing what they're made of. Otherwise, going up against BIC next weekend is going to be tough.
It is. It really is. And we know that BIC can score at length with anybody.
Yes. So it's going to be interesting.
Fourth
We've got a
and one for SickWidIt.
And here's the thing. You don't forget and don't sleep on Fox because he could run this.
Yes, he can.
He can run this very easily and give them the first down.
Absolutely he can.
And possibly even a touchdown.
Yes. It is Murphy in the backfield.
Murphy gets a handoff. Goes around the edge. We got a flag.
Flag down.
Got two flags down. I think holding, offense. Let's see if we got it from both refs, but I think so. I think it's going to be holding on both.
All right. Here we go.
So, yep, looks like it's going to be cheating on SickWidIt, holding. back them up 10. It's going to be 4th down and 10. Or fourth down and 11, excuse me.
And, folks, the Animals just picked off an interception. And they get the ball back with a chance to take the lead.
How much time to go?
Well, they would show it. 2 minutes and 4 seconds and counting.
Wow.
2-minute warning in Asbury Park. Animals with the ball off the interception. Can the Animals steal one away from the Watchman? Fox. He can run it.
Got a man open in the corner.
But he's going to run it.
He's not. I don't know if he's going to get the first down. It's going to be close.
Pending on the spot.
Oh, they gave it to him. He's
and
got
it
the first down.
A first down. They say move the chains. So first down on the legs of Dion Fox. As they Superman that.
Thank you for not saying it.
I can catch it. $13:45 to go in the first half. Murphy again in the backfield lineup next to Fox. Palmer Richardson on the receiving side. Give. Murphy.
He's got a block.
Murphy does not get in.
That's a big play, and that was Keith Ramsey again on the tackle.
Keith Ramsey. Well, like I said, you always will hear a Ramsey name when it involves the stealth.
Oh, and especially when you have plays that they're able to stop dead.
Yes.
I mean, that's interesting that you've got a man as big as Betts going, and Ramsey not shying away from making that tackle.
Not shying away. He does not make. They do not make business decisions.
No, their business is tackling.
Tackling. Absolutely. All right. Again, Murphy in the backfield. There it is. Fox did not reach off the pylon. Gets to the 2-yard line. Sets up 3rd and goal.
Great play by another Ramsey brother. He held on to the football so Fox couldn't hold it out to get the touchdown. Smart play.
All right. 3rd and goal. 12:25 to go here. First half. Scoreless between SickWidIt and the Stealth.
And SickWidIt on the 3-yard line.
Sick on the cusp. That's Betts in the backfield.
2-yard line. Handoff.
Betts.
He's going the wrong way.
Going backwards. Gets a block. Reversing field.
Block.
Betts.
I think
Did
he's
not
short.
get in. 4th and goal.
Wow.
The Stealth. Can they get another stop? As Coach Alonzo Thomas sitting in plays. And can the Stealth again stop SickWidIt with turnover on downs for the second time in this game?
If they do, it'll be, it's going to be a 98 yards to go.
98 yards. Lua Lamana declares eligible. Again, Betts in the backfield. Betts gets it. And this time, Marcus Betts gets in on 4th down for a SickWidIt touchdown.
And I'm just double-checking, making sure there's no yellow on the field.
I don't see any yellow.
I don't see any either.
6-0 SickWidIt, as it took a 4th down and goal for Sick to get in the end zone. But Marcus Betts, following his blocks, gets it in. And Sick on the board first here in this quarterfinal matchup. And again, Betts still walking with a noticeable limp on the sideline.
So this is an interesting piece. It looks like they're going for 2 to make this 8-0.
They're going full Scott McCorkle. You got Jones, Palmer, and Richardson all on the near side.
Fox steps up.
Throwing backfield. Palmer. Yes.
Yes.
Got the feet in. The conversion is good. Darren Palmer for 2. Makes it 8-0. SickWidIt. 2. And we're just awaiting for the next comment from Mrs. Palmer because we know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, if you want to get a shout out like Mrs. Palmer just did, please go to A7FL.com/chat. Again, that is A7FL.com/chat, to where it will take you to download the Locker Room app.
Well, this is going to be an interesting 3-on-1.
Which we're going to take a look right now. And, of course, she says, it's good. Good catch, number 8. Mrs. Palmer was confirming with her own replay review. And here is JoJo Ramsey. And JoJo with a very... Oh, hello, how do you do? Says Devin Houston. Flag on the play. And that might give an extra 15 for the stealth.
Well, I mean, it's not too far-fetched. Got to make an attempt to wrap up.
So Mizzle just told us that is no turnover in Jersey.
Oh, so the interception was did not go through.
Well, I don't know because I'm trying to get the live feed on and
just still giving you problems?
Yes.
So let's see what they're saying. See the referees are talking to the coach, but I don't see them moving anywhere.
Yeah.
So are they going to move up? Yeah, it looks like they're moving up 10 yards.
Tune into the All-Pro Jaffos on Tuesdays on Jaffos TV as they will recap all the A7FL action with Josh Fernandez, DJ Matt Sticks, and EJ Wizzle. Here we got 11:24 to go.
And here we go.
All right. From the 45. Give to Jaleel Hornbeek. Hornbeek hits it inside. Jaleel Hornbeek, flag on the play. First down as it stands, but we'll check the flag.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Cheating. And how do we have the cheating?
All right, so we got 96 seconds to go in Asbury Park. And we got holding on the stealth, moving back.
Which would make a lot more sense as to why that hole was so big.
Well,
hey, like I said, if you're not cheating,
you're not trying. Well, as Jesse the Body, Gorilla Monsoon would always say about Jesse the Body Ventura, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
This makes it tough for the stealth. They have come out. They've shown what they can do with some runs.
They've played very well on defense.
Yeah.
They've ran the ball effectively, but you can't go backwards against a team like Sick.
Kind of wondering why Zach is on the sidelines too.
That's a very good question. Why is Cerrone not in there?
I don't know. It's a little odd to me, but you know what? I'm not the coach.
You are not. And here's Tuvalu Jr.
Oh.
And Matt Murphy, hello.
Murphy having a little word with them afterwards too, letting them know what's going on.
Tuvalu Jr. too easy got the carry, and Mr. Murphy said, well, Mizzle, you know what Raider rule number 1 is. Cheating is encouraged. Rule number 2, see rule number 1.
Right? If you have questions.
If you have questions.
And right now it's going to be second down and Nellis.
Yeah, second and Nellis Air Force Base for the stealth, which they could use some F-18s right now.
Right? Or Sunrise Mountain in the distance.
Yes. All right. Shepard in the backfield. Again, Teo quarterback. Toss to Shep, going right. Shep to midfield, getting a lot of penalty yardage back for the stealth.
Still going to be third down and long. It's going to be third down and 15. So he was able to get 10 yards on that run. Sorry, I just looked up and saw a plane coming in for a landing. It's got to be a bumpy ride for those people.
Oh, yeah. That looks like a Spirit airline. Looks like the big yellow plane.
Big banana.
Big banana.
Banana.
Banana. Or Banana Man for those old school Nickelodeon watchers. All right, from the 50, they need the 35 for a first down. Again, Shepard in the backfield. Gets the carry.
Goes nowhere.
And, he ran into
45.
big number 45. That is Mr. Ben Kilikoa.
Man, he shot that gap like he was waiting.
It looked like
and knew where the ball was going.
It looked like Kilikoa knew the play was coming.
Yes.
And he just says, hi, how are you? Let's get reacquainted.
Yep.
96 seconds to go.
And it looks like we're going to do a surrender.
8:40 to go.
Which is actually, you know, I like the way the Stealth is playing this right now because they're not giving yards to, they're not giving field position to SickWidIt on any of these plays. They're surrendering when they should.
Yes. Well, again, I mean, you have to play this smart because this is win or go home.
Yeah.
You have a matchup against an Owayton Trenton BIC team, which I'm pretty sure the BIC is watching this game right now.
Oh, I guarantee they're watching.
Looking to scout and trying to get an early advantage on film, as Curtis Jones will not have return, and the ball will come out to the 20. Anthony Alvarez, Chris Vera here with you. It is 8-0 SickWidIt with 8:40 to go here in the first period.
Second period.
Second period, yes.
Yeah. Made me think about that, too.
Well, a long way to go. No, JP,
Short
the score
time to get
is 8-0 in favor of Sick.
Correct.
Is it not the right score on the TV screen? If so, please let us know so we can tell production. Mel Carey being the hardest working man in sports. Going up the ladder.
And we got some newbies coming up.
Yeah, got some people coming along here, folks. All right. Lua Lamana declaring eligible. First down from the 20. For SickWidIt. Fox rolling out.
It's a ball off.
Looking for Lua Lamana, incomplete. Robert Ramsey was all in his grill. And Siobhan Richardson was on his own island of relevancy. But
That could have been a very interesting play.
Great pressure, though, by Robert Ramsey. To go figure.
Yeah, right?
Under
I swear,
8.
we call his name so often anymore. It's not even,
Under
nobody
8.
should be surprised.
Under 8 to go. It is still a 8-0 advantage for SickWidIt. Betts in motion, Fox in the gun. Betts going left. Betts gets to about the
so
33-yard line.
No, he got to the 28-yard line.
I'm sorry.
Needs the 30 for the first down.
Yes.
Yep. It's going to be about 2 yards shy, which makes this it's going to make it third and manageable.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised. I got to be honest. I'm a little surprised that the SickWidIt is not having a little bit more of their way offensively.
Well, you would think they would.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You would think they would, but I don't know if their timing is off, but something is not right.
I still think it is. Oh, hold on.
Fox taking a shot.
Got a man
Going
open.
for Richardson. Got him! Siobhan Richardson inside the 35-yard line. Oh, Robert, what are you doing? No. Grab your teammates. Come on, guys.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty added on to the end of this.
Come on. Not now, guys. Great catch by Siobhan Richardson and a little extracurricular activity between him and Robert Ramsey. Oh, boy. No punches were thrown.
Nope. Maybe just a little bit of talking.
And Richardson still signaling first down, which it is.
And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty added on to the back of this.
Yep, it is.
You know, you got to keep your head. I know that in this game you get emotional, but still, it doesn't make sense to make it that much of let emotions play that much into the game.
Yeah.
Because then it just costs your team.
Yeah.
And which we're seeing it right now. It was 8-0 before that play. It was an opportunity for them to do something about this on the stealth side, and now they're not. So it is what it is. Sorry.
Very well said. Very well said.
We are going to see 15 yards tacked on to the end of this play, I think. I'm watching the refs, and I don't see any movement just yet. I know there's still some talk, coaches talking on the sidelines, but it looks like they picked up the flag, to be honest. because that's where Mr. Richardson
Made
caught
the catch,
ball
yeah.
and got tackled.
Yes.
So if there's nothing tacked on to the end of this, I'm going to be a little surprised.
Or it could be offsetting.
No, I don't think it was, because he didn't get up and throw any punches, and he didn't really go after him.
No.
So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it's 15 yards tacked on here.
All right. In the meantime, Animals on the move. And they're inside the 10-yard line with 1:15 to go in the game. Here, the ball is moved up to the 15-yard line for SickWidIt, looking to add to their 8-point lead. Fox with Corsi in the backfield. Palmer Richardson on the receiving side. It's a give to Corsi. Corsi going left. Cuts back inside.
Nice cut.
Corsi still cutting inside. Iquan Corsi still going. Still going. Still going. And oh, boy. Okay. Richardson might need to go take a break on the sideline.
I don't know if it's Richardson or if it's the corner, to be honest with you.
But what I'm saying is they're trying to get a reaction out of
Is that Peasy,
Siobhan.
too?
That looks like
Mr.
Mr. Boone. And an interception by the Watchman in the end zone with 30 seconds to go. And that looks like it was the Wolverine that got the interception. Mr. Freeman. Was that the Wolverine that just picked it off?
I don't know. I just saw him go up. I thought that was a replay.
That looked like Ricardo Freeman came down with the INT. Time on the field. Definitely, yeah, that's Ricardo Freeman. That's the Wolverine. That's number 30. That's the Wolverine that came up with the big play.
Into his team. So we're going to have, when we come back out of this timeout, it'll be 2nd down and goal. Looks like from the 5-yard line.
Coach Thomas strategizing with the stealth. And again, he was going for Manny Diaz, and the Wolverine, Ricardo Freeman, comes down with the interception. So right now, fans, there's 30 seconds left in Asbury Park, and the Watchmen have the ball at the 20. So that might be heading to overtime. Here, we got 5-yard line, 1st and goal for Sick, and it's Fox with Corsi in the backfield. It's Murphy, it's Palmer. Palmer comes in motion. Fox might pitch it, he'll keep it.
Oh, he should have pitched it.
He should have.
Yeah, if he would have pitched it, of course he would have had the corner.
And the stealth swarming in.
And it looks like they're going to spot him at the same, it looks like it is the same line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain.
So it'll be 3rd and goal.
Okay.
It looks like it is going to go against the stealth, which is going to move Sick even closer to the line of or to the goal line.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you just can't have these
No,
kind of plays.
you
These
cannot.
are the kind of plays that hurt you,
You
especially
absolutely cannot.
especially playing in a
playoff game. Yes, this is trying to keep your season alive.
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance to the goal. I think it's going to be
just inside the 1. Corsi in the backfield.
Yep, 1st down. That's what I thought.
Corsi. Touchdown, SickWidIt. Iquan Corsi. And a late flag, and here we go again. And that might be on number 65, Dante Woods, on Sportsmanlike, on Sick, yes.
So that's going to cost them on the throw-off, unfortunately. Now, as we wait to see all the announcements on this one, there's 12 seconds to go in Asbury Park.
All right, 4:50 to go here. Again, Iquan Corsi on the touchdown reception, or the touchdown run to put Sick up now 14-0. As again, shout out to our production troop, to Pierce, Jared, Miss Brenda, and her lovely wife, Miss Jen, on the PTZ. And, of course, the hardest working man in sports, Mel Carey. Shout out to all those guys. And Mr. Casey Cox on the touchdown camera in the corner. Fox going for 2. Oh, what a
caught,
catch
but
by
I don't
Palmer.
know if he was
no,
in.
he was not in.
Was not in.
He made the catch, but the ball did not cross the line, so it will remain 14-0 with 4:50 to go. And it looks like we got free football in Asbury Park, New Jersey, as looks like we are going to overtime in Asbury Park.
And we got 4 minutes and 50 seconds time here with a 14-0 score. Oh, man, this throw-off is going to be interesting because of this 3-on-1. I think they're going to back them up about another 15 yards.
Yep.
For the unsportsmanlike. So that is going to definitely cost field position.
And you got Keith Ramsey in the backfield, back to return for. I'll tell you what, that wind feels good.
Yeah. Mel tries to shut the doors again. I'm going to throw him off the second-story balcony.
It'll be hell in the cell over again between Mankind and the Undertaker.
Yes.
Will somebody stop the damn match? Enough's enough. As God is my witness, he's broken in half. All right, from deep. Oh, boy.
Look at that wind. Hold that ball up.
That is going to give Keith Ramsey ball in hand. A head start for Keith Ramsey and SickWidIt.
It's just not a positive.
So. Ramsey from the 25 will return it with a running head start.
Wind aided.
Yes, aided by the grandson of the wind.
Man, with those doors open, it actually feels a little better in here now.
Yeah, it does. Not going to lie.
Not a hot box.
Here comes Ramsey across midfield already. Keith Ramsey trying to get to the corner. Keith Ramsey. Keith Ramsey. Keith Ramsey!
And he's
touchdown stealth! And now that unsportsmanlike after that touchdown just cost SickWidIt 6 points.
Yes, it did. And that all comes back to the same thing. If I am Coach Mark on the sidelines, I am telling my team, you got to keep yourself under check because that just cost us.
Yeah.
And who knows how much it could cost them.
Yeah. But now, at worst, you're down 8.
Yeah.
And if you can get some momentum, if you can get momentum going, momentum is unfaithful. I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah.
It will change sides without no hesitation.
It will definitely do so. And the thing about it is when you have situations like they just had, if they are able to score on this possession or score on this extra point.
Antoine Davis throwing the conversion.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great defense by Mike
Stanford.
Stanford. Mike Stanford knocks it away. So it remains 14-6 in favor of SickWidIt. But again, now Sick has to try to get that momentum back that the Steelers took by way of that Keith Ramsey return. It's one thing to give him ball in hand, but it's one thing to give him ball in hand with tremendous field position.
Exactly. And when you're in a situation with that kind of field position, you've got to play it smart. And they definitely didn't. You can't. Talking is one thing, but there's a time to talk and a time to just play.
And right now, the Watchmen are on the move. They are inside the 10 in Asbury Park. They're in overtime right now, tied at 26. We'll keep you updated on that one. Right now, Siobhan Richardson back to receive for SickWidIt on this 3-on-1 return. As you got the Ramseys.
You need the Ramseys out there. They're just tackling machines anyway.
Mr. Crown, Mr. Jermaine Levy. And that looks like Peasy, Mr. Boone.
And here we go.
Vaughn will take it from the 8-yard line. Siobhan Richardson trying to get to the corner. Siobhan Richardson makes a man miss.
Nice cutback.
Richardson to the 45-yard line and a hard tackle by Mr. Boone as they exchange pleasantries. Nice return there.
If they haven't figured it out yet, maybe talking right now is not the way to go.
No. It could be the ultimate motivator for some.
But, you know, I know very few people that play better mad than they do anything else. So
You are correct.
when you get mad, you get emotional, and you make mistakes.
And here's the updated standings. Again, the winner of this game will take on the Trident BIC. The BIC beat the Renegades earlier, 38-33. Empty backfield. Fox. Quick out to Corsi. Robert Ramsey, guess
nice
who?
Play.
For a yard loss.
Nice
Or a tackle for loss. Robert Ramsey playing with passion as he always does. And I also want to shout out Ashmore Media for his great work. The great Steve Ashmore. Camera extraordinaire, if you will.
I guess extraordinary would be better than...
Yeah. And right now, the Baja men are letting the dogs out.
Well, the dogs are out. There's
Yippee-ki-
one over there, and there's one downstairs. So.
Yippee-ki-yo. All right. Palmer. Back to throw. Or Fox back to throw. Pass caught by Corsi.
Oh, nice hit.
Oh, Mr. Levy lays down the crown. But Corsi still made the catch.
These guys are bringing it today.
They are bringing the hit stick, that's for sure.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear they're sending a message.
You would think they are.
Sure seems like they are.
45-yard line.
Yes.
3:16 to go here in the first half. 14-6 in favor of SickWidIt. Fox looking.
He's got time.
He's got Corsi again. And right there, Johnny on the spot. Great tackle by Robert Ramsey. But again, Corsi makes the catch. And a first down. And Iquan Corsi has been utilized on running back. Now he's being utilized as a receiver on this drive. A great throw again by Deion Fox. Put it right on the money. Now Fox changing up the play. Big Oos just became eligible. Back to throw. Fox
He's
looking
got a man
over
open.
the middle.
Oh, he had Betts running down the sidelines.
And
if he would have turned his head, that would have been an easy toss for a touchdown.
That was Murphy.
Oh, that was Murphy? My bad.
I know Betts and Murphy look so they have the same frame, so it's almost kind of hard to tell them apart.
Yeah,
but,
when you take a quick look, yes, you are correct. But he had him open. That could have been a very easy touchdown had he looked back. He looked at him first and then went to the other side of the field.
Folks, Mr. G. Hurd has just arrived for the stealth.
I wonder if he just came from work.
2-minute warning here in the first half, and the score is 14-6 in favor of SickWidIt. Rushing touchdown by Marcus Betts, a rushing touchdown by Iquan Corsi. And Keith Ramsey with the stealth 3-on-1 return for a touchdown. Right now, the Washmen lining up inside the 5 to try and get on the board first in this overtime period against the Animals. We'll keep you updated on that. Here, we got 2 minutes to go. Sick on the move again. They're in plus territory. Ooh. Down goes the bottle.
Yeah, but the wind feels good.
Oh, yes, it does. Betts lined up alongside Fox. Fox to put it up underneath. Big man with football. Big man making the catch. Big man trying to lateral. Getting whirly-bird around by JoJo Ramsey. Catch made by Dante Woods.
Man, I'll tell you, these guys are making sure it's going to be an interesting end to this game.
90 seconds to go here in the first half. 14-6 in favor of SickWidIt.
Yeah, I want to see what they do on this play because we've got 3rd down and 11. And I think they need to throw this ball. They had a couple of guys open that were missed. And I'm wanting to see if Fox is going to pull the trigger on some of these other areas where I see them winning on the one-on-ones. Oh, we got a false start. Oh, wait. Why did he point to the – he pointed defense first.
But he gave the false start signal.
Yeah.
Timeout. SickWidIt.
Well, I think it's a good timeout to use. You've got 1:03 to go. You've got 3rd down and now 16. So it's going to be one of those situations where you want to make sure that you've got the right play called. So we'll see what happens on the play call. I want to see who goes in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think right now you need all your wide receivers, so I think DP should be in on this next play, which he is standing in the huddle. So we'll see what happens.
Maybe he's trying to say me the ball. A la Keyshawn Johnson. I mean, I doubt that, seriously.
I seriously doubt that. I mean, I don't think DP will have a problem if you throw him the ball if he's open.
Yes. Right now, Sick will get the ball to start the second half, as they did defer. So Sick trying to build all the momentum they can to take it into halftime and build it for this first possession of the third quarter, as they lead by 8. And they're trying to add to their lead, and I'm almost tripping over wires. What's wrong with me?
Oh, I've done that plenty of times. Stand on your own cord and trip over it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we've got. So we've got 3rd down and 16, 1:03 to go.
And then that's where the old Eddie Murphy bit, Lord Jesus Christ, Lord, please, Jesus, please, just comes into mind. My shoe! Oh, I'm halfway down, Lord. All right, from the 45. Fox, the quarterback, Betts in the backfield, Corsi in motion. Fake to Betts. Fox rolling out, takes a shot deep, looking for Darren Palmer. Palmer adjusting.
Being held up.
Flag on the play.
You know, and you could have called pass interference on the defense down here.
And they just did. It is a PI on the defense.
Because Palmer was trying to come back.
He was trying to come back to the ball.
The defensive player held out his arm to keep him from going around him.
Which is cheating.
Definitely cheating. So it looks like we are going to have 1st down.
And it looks like the Animals just might have held turnover on downs. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if it was 4th down or not. Yeah, they turn over on downs. So, with the Watchmen not scoring, if the Animals score on this possession, they win the game. Ball at the 10-yard line, just outside the 11. 51 seconds to go. Sick trying to add to a 14-6 lead. Betts left. Betts still on his feet. Lost the ball.
Nope, they're calling him down.
They're going to say down.
Yep, they're calling him down.
Oh, boy.
Momentum was taken. You're going to run all that way for nothing.
And, folks, the Silk City Animals just walked it off. The Silk City Animals will be playing the Las Vegas Insomniacs next week, as they just walked it off in overtime in Asbury Park, New Jersey. On a direct snap run. Sick calls timeout with 13 seconds, but the Animals just scored. As it is the eye of the tiger, it is the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals, and his last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. David Tinder on the hand. No, it was David Tinder on the keeper.
Good blocking.
Oh, he threw it he allowed it last second.
Whew. Good thing it's a bad pass.
Yeah. However, the Silk City Animals advancing to the semifinals to take on the Las Vegas Insomniacs if the score stands. They're reviewing it, I'm sure, to make sure it was not a forward lateral. The original signal on the field was touchdown. And right now the Stealth is trying to debate or saying that it was a fumble. Keith Ramsey pleading his case as Coach Thomas is trying to calm him down. But the final score in Asbury Park, it is the Silk City Animals 32, the Baltimore Watchmen 26. That's the final in overtime. So the East will be sending the Trenton BIC and the Silk City Animals out here to Las Vegas. We know now that the BIC will take on the winner of this game between South and SickWidIt, and the BIC will wait this matchup. The Animals will take on the Insomniacs. Devin Houston
didn't get in.
Did not get in. So
we got BIC will face the winner of this game. We know that the Animals will face the Insomniacs next week, and
which
we'll see how it goes.
Which, unfortunately for you, DJ Matchsticks, it is halftime. Halftime, 14-6. As we will now dissect all this. So we just saw the score here. Silk City Animals just walk off. 32-26 at the half. We know now that the Silk City Animals will take on the Las Vegas Insomniacs. Unfortunately for DJ Matchsticks, the championship game that he wants will now just have to count as a semifinal. But
what was the championship that he won?
He predicted
the Animals and Insomniacs.
He predicted Animals and Insomniacs for the championship game. But we will have for sure Animals, Insomniacs in one semifinal. BI will take on the winner of the Stealth and Sick in the second semifinal. But, I mean, you want to talk about Scott Scooter Hamilton going up against David Tinder. And you want to talk about David Clark or Donnie against Manny Diaz and Quani Morgan. I mean, every superlative, every fireworks you want to have between these two, we might get that and a lot more next week. I'm excited to see David Tinder live and in person, as I was to see Bad Logo 2 years ago, as I was amazed to see Sterry Condrington last year in person for the first time. But, I mean, boy, Animals, Insomniacs, I mean, folks, you might want to tune in this Wednesday to the other side of the ball as we will dissect these games.
It is going to be one heck of a
podcast
Wednesday for a podcast.
Yes.
So let me tell you, if there's any time that I'm telling you don't miss this Wednesday, don't miss it.
Don't miss this Wednesday. We are going to try to get guests from BIC and the Animals to join our show. Hopefully get some guys from Sick and the Insomniacs and bust out with some segments. But here, so far, I got to say, the Stealth defense, for the most part, has been very stout.
It has.
I mean, if you would have told me that they would hold Sick to 14 points after one of the football, I would call you crazy.
I would too.
But the Stealth are still in this game. But I think this possession for Sick will be very, very important.
It's going to be the difference maker.
It may determine who wins the game.
I would agree. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, indeed we will. So, again, halftime score here at Matter Academy East. It is SickWidIt 14, the Stealth Sick. You are watching the quarterfinals here of the A7FL playoffs here on A7FL.TV. We will be back for the second half, Stealth and Sick. of our playoff A7FL team. The last week of we're fourth. We just saw the Signals walk it off. Jersey final score 26, and the Washington had a 14 lead, and the Bulls to score 18 in overtime. And we know Tom managed to let the time been the championship, but it was just for still the Animals to the defending and the Las Vegas lottery. Here in Las Vegas. Having fun. PTZ, I said, I think this particular drive by this might determine the game right here.
Well, I mean, what I've seen so far out of Sick has been almost a little disappointing, and I'll say that because no tongue in cheek, no nothing. I just expected them to come out here and really ball out, knowing what is at stake. So
and right now, Corsi is in at quarterback for Sick, not Deion Fox,
which is a little surprising to me.
Which again, we have no Kenyon Stone King.
Well, it's interesting too because if you look at the sideline, where is Fox? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Corsi empty backfield. Iquan rolling out. Iquan looking to throw. Iquan downfield.
Open and it's picked.
Intercepted by the stealth. Picked out by, I think that's not Crown. That is not Crown. It's picked off, though, by the stealth.
13 is not Crown.
No, that is Caleb Ari.
Caleb Ari.
CJ with the interception. And the stealth trying to pitch an upset of their own.
Yeah, they're coming. I think there's going to be some talk on the sidelines right now with this. I don't know what to say about that because I am a little surprised that they had Corsi go out there after Fox started the game. I would have just stayed with Fox.
Yeah. Wow. But now here's the question: can the stealth turn this into points?
Well, and that is the big question, right? Can they do that? It put them back into their own end zone.
Yeah.
And so I think that this is something where they might be able to get away with it.
Teo in that quarterback. Shep in motion. Toss to Hornbeak. Hornbeak. Nice block. Hornbeak to the 29-yard line.
Looks like he picked up about 2. And it's a little bit cooler in here now.
East. 2nd and 8 on the gain of 2. Stealth forcing a turnover on the 6th first drive of the second half.
Interested to see what they're able to do with it in this possession.
13 and a half to go just during the second half, and I don't know what Calvin Deloney is doing, trying to get somebody's attention.
Not sure either.
Or maybe he was doing the stretch. I don't know. Teo looking. Taking a shot downfield for Shepard. Too far, incomplete.
Yeah, a little trip over feet there.
Grace on the coverage.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8. And a little trip up on that play from the defender.
All right. Back here. They got to get to the 42 they got to get to the 38 for a first down. No, 37. 37-yard line is what they need for a first down. Does the stealth.
And the stealth is here to play.
All right. Teo.
Oh,
Ball
fumble.
on the ground. Picked up by Murphy. Murphy. Inside the 5-yard line, and SickWidIt forces a huge turnover of their own.
Now, we've seen fumbles be the play of the game.
Yes.
All day today.
Yes.
And here we have another one.
Wow.
Very bad situation for the stealth going into this because they had momentum on their side, and you want to talk about a momentum-changing play.
Yes.
That was it.
Unbelievable. This really could turn the tide right here.
Very much so. Now they just need to punch it in. And it looks like Corsi is back out there at quarterback. Yes,
He's still in there at quarterback, yes.
This is one of those where you line up close, and I like this lineup right now. I think they should run the ball, which they do.
And it's a touchdown.
Yes, it is.
And that is Devin Houston.
Yep.
Devin Houston gets it, and Sick gets a huge touchdown after the turnover they forced on defense. And now they're up 21 or 20 to 6.
20 to 6, yep.
Pinning the extra point.
They need this extra point, too. This is
where
we go to the championship point.
This is crucial.
Yep.
Very crucial.
Looks like they're going for 2, which they should. I mean, it's a shame that you can't get a free play on this, but at least go for it. Let's see. Fake the handoff.
Corsi looking, rolling out. He can run if he wants to. Back in the end zone. He's got bets for the conversion for 2. And makes it now 22-6.
They needed that play. That was to me, that was a momentum shift right there. That changed everything over.
It did.
So let's see what happens with the. There's still some John going on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to say.
And that is Keith Ramsey, who already has taken one back for a touchdown. That's how the stealth got on the board.
Well, let's see if they're able to do it again. I mean, right now, if I'm Sick, I'm looking for a place to throw this ball that is going to make a little bit more sense. They are throwing with the wind this time instead of against it like they did last time.
We'll keep seeing that start.
It's going to be very interesting. Change their coverage on this.
Well, the offense, the scoring has been by Keith Ramsey. 2 3-on-1 returns for a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
And you're right, because next week you have to deal with the GOAT, of throw-in returns and 1 Ashante Worthy.
Yep.
And if Keith Ramsey's doing that, Ashante
Worthy
Worthy might have a
is
field
going
day.
to have a field day. If you allow this to continue, Ashante Worthy is going to have a field day.
Folks, we are working on the audio and video evidence, so please, fans, bear with us.
We all choppy again.
Yes. Big man running.
Big man's going nowhere.
Big man's going nowhere. Palmer and Shep, hello.
Man, they're John.
Oh, they are. So it remains a 10-point game, 22-12. Keith Ramsey trying to keep stealth within reach.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is you're playing in a situation where you definitely need to be able to do that. And right now, the 3-on-1s are keeping them in this game because that offense has not looked good.
Correct.
So I really don't know. I mean, they're talking about it on the sidelines, talking about it with the referees. I'm sure that what their conversation was just what happened. And now we got a penalty flag from the sidelines.
We're going to check the flag.
Yeah. I think this is going to go up. This is going to go
and
against
I don't know why Gaither is hugging the referee.
I think he's saying what happened. But
okay.
Anyway, with this situation, I think you're going to have a penalty on the on SickWidIt's sideline, unfortunately, because that's going to affect this 3-on-1. Man.
Valid point. Keith Ramsey. 2 throw returns. That's been the stealth scoring.
So referees are going to have this conversation. I want to see if we do have him pick this up or what the situation is going to be on this.
Devin Houston, Iquan Corsi, and Marcus Betts rushing touchdowns for SickWidIt.
Yeah, they're stepping up to the 50-yard line. This is a major penalty, dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Sick, unfortunately. So that's going to cost them 15 on this throw-off with Corsi back to return. I don't know if they're going to try to put this up in the air or put this through the back of the end zone. We'll see. And here we go. Well, we don't have a whistle yet. There's some questions being asked. I don't know what the questions are.
Robert Ramsey awaiting to throw it to Iquan Corsi.
We don't have a whistle. There you go. That's what we're waiting for. So here we go for the 3-on-1. And if I was Corsi, I'd just let that bounce around and go out of bounds. There you go. It's going to be ball in hand, which is interesting. Not sure where that ball went out of bounds, but it won't matter because he'll get ball in hand, and they will have should have decent field position.
Running ball in hand for Iquan Corsi.
He's going to take it from the 10. And again, this is where that penalty just hurts him. He's trying to, nope. And doesn't go anywhere. So he doesn't get out to the 40-yard line. So let's see what happens on this play, on this possession for Sick after giving up 2 returns.
You got to think. Lives on the, well, not lives, but football lives are at stake here.
Well, playoff lives.
Playoff lives are at stake here. Again, winner gets the Trenton BIC next week.
I don't know if that's a prize that I'd want. But you're not wrong. You're seem to have a shadow.
Here we go. Corsi. Palmer in motion.
Fakes
Corsi
the
back to
handoff.
throw. Corsi's going to take a shot deep. He's going for Betts. And Betts got it. And Betts, one man to beat. He's jogging his way when he finds the end zone anyway.
Touchdown.
I see you, Brenda. I see you, Brenda.
So Corsi responds with a deep pass of his own, and Marcus bets.
Well,
With it looks like he's got a injured leg. I don't know. He's been walking very gingerly all afternoon.
that he has. And he looked like he was jogging. The weird thing is he took off and had his legs under him, but then
Yeah.
when he got into the end zone, he was jogging.
Yeah. But again, still a great play to make the catch.
Great play to make the catch. Great
And
play to
get
get
in.
into the end zone.
And a nice throw by Aquan Corsi, which Corsi, it's been a little bit of everything. He's thrown an interception. He's helped let a touchdown drive, and then now throws a deep touchdown pass. And it seemed like the Stealth got some momentum with that 3-on-1 return, and Sick just took it right back to take the lead up by 16. They're going to go for 2 for the 10 and try to make this 30-12, and there goes Murphy. Murphy.
Should have been following his blocks.
He did.
But he still might. Nope.
He's out.
They
He's short.
kept him.
He did not get in.
That was a good play by the defender to pull him sideways and get him out of bounds, so that way he couldn't put the ball over the goal line.
So it's 28-12 with 11:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Yep.
And we have seen some scoring here. We've seen Sick score twice. Touchdown run by Devin Houston.
We've got a change up on the 3-on-1.
Yeah, we got Ficatulli, Easy E, Eric Williams, along with Southern. And can Keith Ramsey make it a hat trick? He is the...
I think if there's somebody that could, it could be him.
And we got
Now
a
we
late
got
flag.
another penalty.
And Matt Murphy's just been ejected.
Yes, he has.
Matt Murphy has just been ejected from this game. Wow. That's huge because Matt Murphy is a huge key piece on the defense for Sick and on offense for Sick.
That he is.
But now he will go the rest of the game not playing. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, and the more I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if Fox is injured. He's talking to the trainer on the sideline.
That's a very valid point.
That might be why he hasn't returned yet.
He is stretched. He's trying to stretch it out. Now, to which, if Stone King comes back next week, it won't be a big loss if Fox can't play, because Stone King is very capable of running the offense.
Very much so.
So again, Matt Murphy has just been ejected from this game. And of course, if you are ejected, you have to leave the field and you have to leave the premises, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
Which is going to hurt them defensively.
yes, it is. It is. So, again, it is Easy Eric Williams, Ficatulli, and Deion Southern on defense for SickWidIt. And we got, again, Keith Ramsey back to receive.
Let's see if we can see where this ball goes and see if they can hold them this time. Not get the, not let them take it back for a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, Keith Ramsey is the reason why the Stealth have found the end zone.
Twice.
All right.
Backing them up. So they're going to have to back up to the 25.
All right. Here we go again.
And here we go. Or are we going to go? Still waiting for a whistle. There we go. Got the whistle.
Ramsey from the 20. He's already taken 2 back.
He will not make it 3.
Great tackle by Easy E. Great tackle by Easy Eric Williams. Making the stop.
See what they can do on defense because they also need to make sure to stop them on defense, make sure that this doesn't go anywhere else.
That they do. That
Well,
they
now we
most
got,
definitely do.
Zach is back in on defense.
Zach Cerrone,
Yep.
I'm sure, will be taking the place of Matt Murphy.
That's what I'm thinking.
who again has just been ejected from this game.
Not sure for what.
Well, I know it had to have been something serious because Palmer was trying to hold him back or keep him back.
All right. So here we go. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Yes, indeed.
For the stealth. See what they're able to do with this football. I don't know that they're going to do anything except run the ball.
Well, it seems like every time they've had a chance to throw it, it's either he's had no time to throw the ball or it's been a turnover.
Which could be exactly the reason why he hasn't thrown it.
All right.
I'm not sure what the holdup is on this one now.
What is going on now?
I have no idea. We've got the referees look like they're in position.
And now Knox is trying to get assess the situation.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation is. I mean, we know that Murphy needs to leave the sidelines.
Well, he's taking his gear off.
Yeah. I mean, you got to give him time to do that.
Yeah.
I see Fox. I don't know what he's. We'll see what happens.
And now
big hold up.
Which will again say if you want to get a shout out, please download Locker Room Chat. Go to A7FL.com/chat. Again, that is A7FL.com/chat and download the Locker Room Chat app to where you can get a shout out, you can give your thoughts on the games, and you can give our thoughts. Lady Sick, Miss Palmer, I don't know why Murph was ejected. All I know is your husband was trying to calm him down. It did not work, and he has been ejected. We don't know the reasoning as to why. So I think we're ready to go now. 10:34 to go here in the half.
In the quarter.
Third quarter. In the second half.
Yes. And now here we go. And we got Zach.
Gaither just declared eligible. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Interesting. Here we go.
Toss to Keith Ramsey. Fumbles the ball. Ball still on the ground. He gets it back.
Still on the ground.
No recovery yet. No signal yet.
Looks like the quarterback got it back. Quarterback was able to fall on it.
Teo falls down on it.
But that's a big loss.
Yeah, it
is.
That's
a big loss.
Yeah.
On a first down play that should have been should have had some yards gained.
Yes.
But this is where you got to be careful with the ball. I mean, we've seen fumbles all day. It seems like guys can't hold on to the ball today, which is interesting, knowing the fact that this is win or go home.
Well, we're seeing fumbles here. We saw drop passes in New Jersey.
Drop balls in New Jersey, too, where quarterbacks couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah. Hansen could not bring him down.
2 missed tackles.
Teo still on his feet. Gets to the 40.
Palmer had to finally wrap him up. A lot of animosity between these two teams going on.
Remember, another flag.
Unsportsmanlike.
On Sick.
Now we're going to go 15 yards. And this is the situation where this is what is going on.
Well, I will say this right now. SickWidIt cannot do this next week against the Trenton BIC.
Oh no. They do this next week. They're going to be in deep trouble.
Or the Trenton BIC will have them for lunch.
They're going to freaking
They can't do that.
Feast.
They cannot do that against the BIC. They got to keep their composure. Because you talk about guys like Kason Campbell and Sterry Condriton and Ole Bell and those guys who knows what it takes to win. They have been there.
Yep.
They can't do that against the BIC or they will be embarrassed on their own home turf. They got to keep their composure. Because Sterry will take advantage big time.
Oh, big time. You can't give him second opportunities.
No, you absolutely cannot do that. All right, from the 45. This time it's Shep at quarterback. And a flag. And a false start.
So we're going to back up 5.
Bono, I agree. Bono just said in the chat, not carrying themselves like a championship team right now. Come on, Sick.
He's not wrong.
He is not wrong.
You've got to be able to make sure that you are showing yourself as a championship team, because I guarantee you BIC will next weekend.
Yeah, they will.
You are not going to be able to rattle them.
No.
At all.
No. They've been through so many wars. They're not going to be rattled. They're not going to be flustered. They know what to do.
And realistically speaking, with the team that Sick has out there right now, I don't understand the frustration that they're showing. It's not like Stealth is doing whatever they want.
Agreed.
We got a offsides. So that 5 yards is going to be given right back.
Well, I tell you, when you keep giving team chances,
the opportunities, the thing about it is you ask for second and third opportunities, and once you get those opportunities, that is always going to cost you. You've got
one semifinal match for you between the Silk City Animals and the defending back-to-back champions, the Las Vegas Insomniacs. And the Trenton BIC is awaiting the winner of this one between the Silver State Stealth and SickWidIt. Right now it's 28-12. It's 7:53 to go here in the third quarter. Teo gets wrapped up by the Mighty Quinn and gets it off to Shepard. And Cool Case.
Shep is going to get really close to that
close
first down.
To the first down, depending on the sticks. And depending on the spot, Palmer comes out of the huddle with the ball.
Yeah, he's also, and he has an argument to be made. He is getting off of Shep, and Shep pushed him in the face. So, I don't know. Oh, we got a ankle.
And they're going to say third inches. And the Mighty Quinn, who just became a daddy over the weekend, limping to the sideline. And congratulations to the Quinn family.
Yep, he's limping, though, pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he twisted an ankle.
He twisted something, yeah. Trying to walk it off.
Yep.
So
it's going to be second down.
So Biggie Sykes, Marnie Hansen, and Zach Cerrone along with Palmer in the front. Lou Lamana and Southern playing center field. Hornbeak.
He's got the first down.
He's got the first down, and maybe that's all he gets. 6:45 to go.
But that's all he needed was just that 1 yard. He wound up with 1.5 yards, giving him that first down. They're still going back and forth. We'll see what happens on this first down play.
Agreed. 6:18 to go here in the third quarter, 28-12 in favor of SickWidIt. Hornbeak, Shepard, and Teo talking strategy in the huddle.
I mean, it's one thing to talk, but you got to play clock.
Yeah,
you got it off
still
in
got to
time.
execute.
We got another
flag.
Another offsides.
Again, they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Can't keep giving them opportunities.
No, not at all.
And Sal's coming in. I don't know who he's going in for.
Looks like it's Hansen.
Yep.
Armani Hansen coming out, number 11.
So we'll see what goes on, what happens.
All right.
This next play.
5:43 to go here in regulation in the third period. SickWidIt holding on to a 16-point lead.
Oh, so it looks like they took
Teo
the corner.
Takes it.
And he
has the
gets
first
the first
down,
but not much more. So let's see.
Yes. Jen has been doing a great job on the PTZ. And Mel Carey and Cupcake. Hardest working dog and man in sports. Cupcake looks happy. She's free.
What's that, free cupcake?
Well, the dog. The dog's name is Cupcake.
I know, I'm just laughing because it's free cupcake.
And you just dropped the bag. He dropped the bag.
Hardest working man.
Dropping bags.
Just dropped the bag.
We're doing bootleg stuff like this.
Bootleg. Bootleg stuff. Get in where you fit in. Tail
First
in the
down.
backfield. Keeps it. Looking to throw. 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 Dumps it off.
Oh,
Incomplete. Looking for Walker.
So with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, let's see what they're able to do. Because in reality, Stealth needs this touchdown.
They need a score.
Yeah.
They need a score without question. Under 4.
Oh, what do we got? Delay a game. Stealth. Which is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you can have the conversations, but have them like now.
Yeah.
And get them out of the way so that way it doesn't cost you. But when you are indecisive, when you don't know what you're doing, that's the situation. And now, after the delay of game, they're going to call a timeout. If that's the case, call the timeout before you get the delay of game.
Agreed.
I mean, I get the indecisiveness going into it, but if you see, as a coach, and I'm just going to say this, if you see your offensive team having conversations and they're not in the huddle, they're not doing what they need to, call the timeout, get them on the same page, and that way you don't lose yardage like they just did.
And now here you go, going Bass backwards again.
Bass backwards?
Bass backwards.
Gotcha. I see what you did there. Could easily have been ass backwards too, but
Yeah.
I like the back assward.
Either way, you're going back, not front. You're backwards, not forwards. And that is the problem with the Stealth, which is why this is why they're down 16.
Right.
All right, Shepard in the backfield. Teo trying to call it a play. 3:25 to go. Walker comes in motion. It's to Shepard. Shepard
following
going
his
left.
block, but I just that's kind of what I saw happening. I didn't see the hole open up for him.
All right. Nearing the 3-minute mark of the third period.
Kind of didn't expect this score the way it is, but I did say it would be 42-12. We'll see if it truly is. So 250 to go in this quarter.
And counting.
Ball on the, where is the ball anyway?
Looks to be inside the 30. Looks to be the 27. 27-yard line.
So second down and 12. Handoff. Oh, another penalty flag.
Another flag on the play.
Another flag. We got offsides again. I gotta admit it. I'm not sure what's going on with SickWidIt. I figured it wouldn't be that hard for you to look down the line and just check with the ref, make sure that you're not offsides. But this is what, the third? I think it was the third offsides. Crazy. Crazy the way that works out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right now. It is feeding into the fact of the Stealth taking over and getting momentum on their side.
Agreed. And
Clock
they're
running with
2:29.
2:29. It should be running.
Yep. Nope. They're signaling to run it now.
Still signaling to run it.
All right. Pitch. Keith Ramsey cuts inside. Keith Ramsey. Southern fight for position. Gets him down finally. As the clock did not go off the board at all. The clock should still be ticking.
All right, so let's see what's going on.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, the clock should have been running.
Teo back to throw. Looking. Dumps it off.
Oh,
nearly
almost
intercepted by Easy E. Eric Williams. Incomplete. Makes it third down. I tell you what, Marcus Betts is getting a lot of credit because he is.
And the clock still hasn't moved.
No, the clock has not still moved. We have been stuck on 2:29 for the last 3 minutes now.
There we go.
Now the clock is moving. There we go.
See if the referee calls back up.
Unbelievable, folks.
On. Now we got a time stoppage. Oh, I think that was supposed to be the 2-minute warning.
No,
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be the 2-minute warning.
not in the third quarter.
Oh, that's right. Hey, I'm trying to get it to the fourth.
I understand that. We probably could have been in the fourth by now.
And this game's a lot closer than I thought it would be. 16 points is not exactly what I thought it would be at this point in time in this game.
No.
And in reality, if the South can put it in to the end zone right now, it would make it a very interesting game moving forward.
Yes, it would. Here we go. That
Takes
is
it around the
Teo.
edge. Nobody wrapped him up.
Teo.
There we go.
Well, Big Oo's wrapped him up.
Yeah. Wrapped him up, threw him down.
And Mizzle will like me to tell you to get your ish together.
Me?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
I don't know.
Miz, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
I think he's probably talking about trying to get it to the fourth quarter.
Hey,
Or maybe we talked about the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
So we got one more quarter to go to see who will be the final piece of the Final Four. 75% of that has been completed.
We got 45 minutes.
45 minutes to go in the game. You are watching the A7FL quarterfinals on A7FL.tv, and we will have the semifinals for you next week. And like I said, it was the 2-minute warning call in the third quarter.
Hey, you know what? You can stay on me about that all you want.
All right.
It's actually kind of funny.
3 periods in the books. 28-12 in favor of SickWidIt. Unreal. Last quarter.
And this is going to be, man, I'm telling you, I'm just sitting here watching this right now thinking, okay, if Stealth is able to punch this in, it's going to make a difference in the
I agree.
moving forward with the momentum.
I agree 1,000%.
Looks like
Thank you, Miss Ebony. Love you too, my dear.
we try. We
We try.
Doesn't always work out that way, but we
No.
try.
So,
And here we go. So we got the start of the fourth quarter. So let's see what happens on this next play.
which again, by the way, Mr. Branch, happy birthday, my guy.
Wasn't it yesterday?
That was a few days ago, but it was
Happy belated.
but it was recent for sure.
Yes.
And
He's getting old.
we know Miss Ebony took care of you on your birthday. But again, happy birthday, my guy. And of course, Mr. Jeremiah Branch.
And here we go.
All right, can the Stealth get closer?
Can they punch this in? Or are we going to see SickWidIt step up on defense?
All right. 14:37 to go. Teo looking, throwing, dropped.
I don't
Third
know if
down.
it's so much dropped or knocked away, but it was a good defensive play. Southern looked like he got his hand in there and was able to knock the ball down. So we're going to now be a 3rd and 5, and they can get a first down without the touchdown.
But more importantly here, they got to score.
Very much so. They need to put this in if they want to see those momentum shift, and I don't know that they're going to be able to do so.
All right.
Fourth down. Oh, fourth down and goal.
Fourth and goal. So this is
they only need 5 yards for the first down.
They need to get to the 1.
See what we get here.
Dale's going to keep it.
I don't know. It depends on where they mark it. No, he's going to be short.
Turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
When he gets the ball back.
And Fox is going back into the game to play quarterback.
Deion Fox jogging a little bit gingerly back into that huddle, though. And that's something we got to watch and keep in mind.
Definitely keep an eye on that. But now's the time for Deion Fox to step up. Either run the ball to get this clock running out or throwing the ball to keep the clock moving.
Absolutely.
Either way, it's going to help his team, but I don't know what's going on with them because we haven't heard anything about the injury.
No. So we do know that Matt Murphy has been ejected for SickWidIt.
That much we do know.
SickWidIt up 16. But right now, if you are SickWidIt, the one thing that is in your favor is the clock.
Definite. And right now, they just need to run some time off of it.
Here's easy. No, that's Cheddar. That's William Alexander. Finally getting the ball on the ground, which I don't know why they haven't been utilizing him in the running game today. Because
he just got here.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he was late coming.
Okay. There's that. But I would rely heavily on him because he can chew up some clock.
Oh, yes, he can. And
he
chew
gets
up
the
some
ball
ground.
again, as you just did right there.
Gets the first down.
And gets the first down for SickWidIt.
And he's not one to have a lot of talk or anything after the play.
He just grabs the ball, gives back to the ref, gets back in the huddle.
Yep. And probably just tells him, I'm coming again.
Yeah.
Stop me if you can.
Yeah, feed that man. Feed him.
And he'll tell you how hungry he is.
Yeah. You will say, feed me the ball.
Yep.
And they give it back to him.
And Fox had another big block.
Gets about 4 yards on that. Gaither shoves him out of bounds.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
12:09 and counting.
Yeah, they need this momentum shift. They need to run the clock. They need to make this to hold on to this ball and run this clock down. Make this a long drive.
That they do.
I mean, realistically, take your time, but make sure to snap that ball. As soon as you hear 5, you need to snap the ball. You don't want to take a delay a game penalty.
Agreed. Here's Fox.
And Fox is taking off with
Fox, first down. Deion Fox down the sideline. This is what Deion Fox does. Gets out of bounds, another first down.
I'm sorry, but he did not look injured there.
No.
I'm wondering if it wasn't an injury, but a cramp. Which would make a lot of sense as to why he sat out. Probably got some
fluids in
him. And probably feels better now.
Fluids. All right, ball at the looks
Just
to be
a football
the
player.
43-yard line.
Yep.
43-yard line. They need the 48 for a first down. Coursey in the backfield. Toss, Coursey. Ramsey. Robert Ramsey
quit
just
running the wrong way.
Oh, look at Coursey.
He's like a sled.
But Robert Ramsey just would not let go.
No.
And Gaither assisting in the stop, but
it's a
tackle for loss.
4-yard loss.
It's a tackle for loss, yes, but the clock continues to run, and if you're SickWidIt, you're okay with that.
Very much so. Very much so. But, of course, one of the Ramsey brothers making the tackle, big surprise.
No, not at all.
No, being very facetious when I say that.
Yep.
I mean, that's them.
Yeah, that's what they do. That is exactly what they do.
Yeah, guys got to back up. I know where you want to go for the for the line of scrimmage, but it's not there.
They still need the 48 for a first down. Second down. Back to Coursey.
Coursey almost fumbled
Coursey
that.
up the middle. Coursey
he's got the sidelines.
has the first down, a flag down. We'll check the penalty.
It's going to be a high tackle.
But it's a first down nonetheless on the run by Aquan Coursey.
Yeah. We got 2 flags. So we've got, this might be offsetting.
Yeah, this could be.
Because you might have holding back here. You definitely have a high tackle up here.
Yeah. And now we do got 2 flags. And now the referees might be having a meeting of the minds.
They're probably asking personal foul.
Personal foul, high tackle.
Holding.
Yep,
so offsetting
offset.
penalties. We'll replay the game down.
We'll do it again.
All of that for naught.
Yep.
For nada.
For nada. That technically stops the clock with 9:41, and then after that, run the clock, says the referee, and there we go. Game clock. Game clock. Give. Fake to Houston.
Oh, he's got him
Fox
open.
going for Siobhan Richardson.
Oh, just
little
too
much
far.
mustard on the hot dog. Incomplete. Definitely would have been 6. That was and I'm sure Fox would love that play black.
Yeah, Richardson has an arm too.
Oh, wait, well.
Wow. That was
Interesting.
a little impressive.
All right. Well. Nine minutes and counting to go here in regulation.
28-12.
Give. Houston. Nice yardage there. Gets to the 48-yard line. They got to get to the 48 for a first down on the other side. But again, the clock continues to run. Mel Carey, the hardest working man in sports. Appreciate him and the tremendous staff today, giving you the visuals as you see on A7FL.tv. Again, the winner of this will take on the Trenton BIC, last year's Eastern Conference champion, in the Final Four next week here at Matter Academy in Las Vegas. Fox looking, Fox throwing, completing,
nice
coursing. Nice catch, first down, SickWidIt.
Nice little comeback, nice little pass by Fox. Threw that with anticipation,
Yes.
which is what I like to see
Yes.
out of my quarterback. Rest time.
And we got an injury timeout. Hopefully JoJo Ramsey is okay, as he is being taken to the sideline by the medic. And, of course, there's big brother, Robert.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the mouth.
All right, 7:55 remaining in regulation. SickWidIt holding on to a 16-point lead. The Stealth have played them tough defensively, but could not get anything going offense. The only offense has been Keith Ramsey on 2 3-on-1 returns for touchdowns. Bino just declared himself eligible. Bets in motion. Give back to Houston. Houston coming right. Devin Houston down the sideline. Devin Houston out of bounds.
Oh, great play by Keith Ramsey.
Keith Ramsey knocking him out of bounds.
Yeah, but we got a flag down.
But a flag is down.
And it's going to be coming back, holding,
all for
cheating
naught
on the offense.
Cheating on Bino. Stopping the clock temporarily with 7:29 to go.
Man, they've got to do something about this because this is a momentum killer for them.
Yeah. Well, if Sick were to get into the end zone, you think that might be the nail in the coffin?
I would think so. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds, 7:29 to go, I think that it's a situation where they might not have a opportunity to do anything else, especially with the clock running.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get into the end zone, I would have to say this game's over.
Yes, indeed. All right.
There we go.
Fox
almost dropped that ball.
Almost fumbled it. Flag on the play.
Another flag.
And Fox
is still going.
Another
flag.
So we got 2 flags on the field. Oh, here we go again.
This is getting a little testy and a little out of hand.
Keith Richardson and Siobhan Richardson going at it. We will check the flags. And Robert Ramsey trying to get his teammates off the field. And, well, definitely Siobhan Richardson is not afraid to be passionate.
I don't think anybody is, but the thing about it is we've already talked about this. Getting that much out of place is only going to hurt your team.
It is.
It is not going to do anything for anybody else, and all it's going to do is cost you yardage and possibly cost you a game.
Well, like I said, and we see this all the time, but as I said, Sick cannot do this next week against the BIC.
No,
and they absolutely cannot.
And there's not going to be an intimidation factor from BIC.
No.
They're going to laugh at them if they start trying to do this.
Yeah. Again, people have tried to throw everything at the book on the BIC. Again, they are two-time champions for a reason.
Right.
They have been through the wars for a reason. So they've seen every possible scenario that you can throw at them. They're not going to bite.
No. And we have offsetting penalties yet again. So I don't know what the situation is with this where, we keep having these plays happen, and realistically the extracurricular is what's costing, a lot of this. But, hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Well, JP, I can't exactly say it like those words on the air, but I will try to paraphrase.
What did he say?
Well, JP says, soft egos are showing. He says, Dub, let them know. I said, stop being little...
Chaibs?
Yes, and put the ego to the side.
Oh. Unfortunately...
Which he will go into more details on Tuesday on the All-Pro Jaffos, the DJ Matt Sticks and EJ Whistle on Jaffos TV this upcoming Tuesday. Check them out, and please tell a friend, have them subscribe.
And this is just one of those situations. It happens.
That it does.
Can't argue that fact.
Houston.
Nope. Houston.
Up the middle. Devin Houston. Still going.
Breaks it outside.
Devin Houston. Still on his feet. Inside the 40 out of bounds.
He is going to be about 2 yards shy of that first down. Oh, no. Sorry. 4 yards shy of that first down. Oh, man. Fox is limping off again.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's definitely a cramp.
It's definitely a cramp.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, somebody help your quarterback out.
There comes Coach Mark.
Yeah, his calf's cramping up pretty bad.
So right now it's Iquan Corsi back in at quarterback. Yes. Houston. Ooh. And now here comes Moore. He's limping off.
Yeah. I think he banged
he banged with somebody.
Yep.
But he's able to jog off under his own power.
And that hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. Kneecap to kneecap crime is not a good feeling.
Whew. Been there, done that.
All right, 6:46 and counting to go in this game.
So we got 2nd down and 5. But we got 3rd down on the field. Yep, 3rd down and 5.
All right, Corsi at quarterback. Fake. Pass. Caught. Darren Palmer, first down.
Oh, and
Darren
more.
Palmer down the
and
sideline.
More.
Darren Palmer cuts inside. Darren Palmer out of bounds.
Oh, and he takes a cheap shot when he's out of bounds. And the corner is telling him, no, he's apologizing to him. He's apologizing to him. He told him he didn't know he was out of bounds. It's the right thing to do.
Six minutes to go and counting.
And Fox looks like he's all right on the sideline.
Alexander in the backfield. Corsi still in at quarterback. SickWidIt trying to put this game away. They're up 16. Corsi looking. Corsi rolling out. Corsi keeping the play alive. Corsi. He can run it, and he's going to run it. Iquan Corsi. Flag down.
Flag down.
He's down inside the 5, but we'll check the flag. Electrolytes from El Carey.
As long as it's not
High
Hitman's
tackle.
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Electrolytes.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
High tackle on. Hey, that's one funny movie.
That it is.
Having Nick Fury and Deadpool tag team in a movie is quite the hilarious.
And part 2 wasn't bad either.
No, it was not. I really hope they would make a part 3.
Limping off.
All right. Fox back in at quarterback for SickWidIt. SickWidIt trying to put the nail in the coffin and advance to the semifinals to take on the Triton BIC.
Clock.
We do know that the Las Vegas Insomniacs will defend their title against the Silk City Animals in one semifinal.
I say the quick screen's there.
And so is Cheddar.
But
Touchdown.
he didn't need it.
William Alexander gets the end zone, and that might put SickWidIt in the semifinals in the Final Four against the Trenton BIC.
I think that does it.
With 5:17 to go. 34-12 in favor of SickWidIt.
See what they're looks like they're going for 2.
Trying to make this 36-12.
Yep. And closer to that 42 points that I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, they put up 43 the last time they played.
Well, just figured I'd go with what I know.
Yep.
And there's Palmer.
And a flag. False start on Sick.
Back him up 5 yards. This is going to be from the 15. I still think this is where well, let's see how stealth lines up, but I still think that a slant is still here.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a sluggo. You're from the 15.
Yeah. Sluggo seam.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a seam route. He could actually come across because they're playing with no safety.
None to speak of.
Yep. So sluggo would actually work, especially if you come off the line with it. And they're playing a bump and run against
Darren
DP.
Palmer.
Are you crazy?
I don't think that's smart. Fox going to Palmer.
He couldn't
Couldn't
do
get
it.
in the end zone.
Nope, couldn't do it. He had to come back a little bit too much
had
for
to
the
come
ball.
back too much, yeah. Lead is 22 with 5:17 to go.
Now, don't forget, we've already had two 3-on-1 touchdowns.
Yes.
By stealth.
Yes.
So we've got to see. Stealth has got to basically they need the 3-on-1 return because it would be with no time
On the clock.
off the clock.
Yeah.
I am curious. Oh, look.
What's that?
My family's on their way home.
Oh, that's great.
Well, the water park closed at 6.
Oh,
so,
bummer.
yeah. But is it?
Well, you do have a pool, so not necessarily.
Exactly.
And it is a nice pool.
Yeah, one that I might have to take a dip in tonight. I don't know.
I wouldn't blame you.
All right.
It is Jaleel Hornbeak back to receive it for the Stealth. Southern on a sort of kind of line drive. And Hornbeak decided not to let it go out of bounds.
Might have been a mistake.
It might have been. Back to the 25-yard line.
Taken down by Easy E.
Who has played very well in Murphy's absence since Murphy got ejected.
Yes, he has. And they needed him to.
Yeah, big time.
So I think they were in a situation where it was going to cost him if he didn't step up the way he has.
Correct. All right, 5:17 to go. It seems to be all over but the crying for...
All over but the crying.
All over but the crying. As it looked like the Stealth season is going to come to an end.
Crying game?
The crying game, yes. And
here we go.
If you watched Ace Ventura, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And that is Jay Jug and Mr. Walker, number 33 on the carry. Tackled by Ficatulli.
Man, he was not giving up easy either.
Not at all. Well, I mean, Jay Juggin is hard to tackle anyway.
Yeah, he is.
All right, so don't forget, coming up after this game, you can hear the uncut, unraw, censored version of this game.
Censored or uncensored?
Uncensored.
Oh, okay. Might have to watch that.
Yeah, well, I'll probably have to watch it after work because I got to go straight to work from here.
I'll watch it on the way home.
All right. So go to 24/7 Combat Sports TV.
Uh-oh.
Nearly
Almost threw
intercepted
it
by
right
Mike
to
Sanford.
him.
As you will hear Loud Wilkes and
And we got a
Nate and
penalty
Dale
flag.
Hathaway. They will give their uncut, unraw, uncensored version.
You got holding on
Of
the
this
offense. Some more cheating.
Again, that is on my combat. That's 24/7combatsports.tv. Again, that's 24/7combatsports.tv. Again, the unfiltered version of this game, with commentary from Loud Wilkes and Dale Hathaway coming to you after this game on my combat sports or 24/7 sports 24/7combatsports.tv.
Easy for you to say.
Yes. Say that 3 times fast.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
He would be Woody Woodpecker. All right, 3:55 to go. Ramsey running. Keith Ramsey running. Keith Ramsey running.
Still running.
Keith Ramsey
Running and running.
close to a first down, and forward progress will stop him.
Depends on where they put him. And we got a penalty flag again.
And it's becoming very chippy here
Dead ball on sportsmanlike.
on the
On
stealth.
stealth.
Well, they have played them tough, but stealth really cannot get much going offensively.
Looks like they're picking up that penalty flag. Waving it off.
They're going to wave it off.
Yeah, we've got a player down.
We got somebody from Sick down on the turf. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. He got hit in the head.
That might be Mike Sanford.
And I think you're right.
Well, I'd like to take this time to thank all the production people that helped us today, Jared and Miss Brenda and Miss Jen. And, of course, good to see Mr. Pierce Thomas have a Sunday off to do his production work. Of course, special thanks to Derek Duncan. Of course, special thanks to the hardest man working in sports, Mr. Melker. And, of course, Casey Cox and the other camera crew. And, of course, Ashmore Media. I'd like to thank all those guys for their hard work. 3:39 to go. Remaining in this contest. Again, don't forget to catch The Other Side of the Ball on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. on the Other Side of the Ball Network. Again, that's The Other Side of the Ball on the Other Side of the Ball Network, where we will preview the Final Four between the BIC and SickWidIt, Insomniacs, and the Animals. Those are your Final Four, and most people thought that would be the Final Four that we would have.
Oh, he is not a happy camper.
No, Stanford is not happy.
It's going to back him up, so we're going to have second down and 19. Although they moved the penalty flag, or they moved the chains back.
Yeah.
Which makes it look like first down and 10.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, 3.5 to go. Ramsey looking, flips it out, incomplete.
We've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Let's see what the I would say that the stealth is even having the thought that this game is over.
As we are levitating with Dua Lipa. .245 to go. I said them. Pass, incomplete.
That no-look pass has cost them. So I think we're going to hit the 2-minute warning here before they could get this next play off.
I would agree.
And this time I am right about the 2-minute warning. So, Mizzle, you know what you can do.
Well, it was good to see my brother this past weekend. It was definitely needed. And again, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Ryan Minks on a beautiful ceremony in Loomis, California.
And here we are at the 2-minute warning. Yes, the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning, 2 minutes to go. SickWidIt will take on the Triton BIC. That's going to be very intriguing to see how the BIC matches up against SickWidIt. But for SickWidIt, it's finally a chance for them to see how good they really can be against somebody else other than a Vegas team. So that's going to be very, very intriguing. And he is laughing his buns off, if you will, as he responds back with a whole bunch of laughing emojis.
Not surprised.
Ramsey to throw.
Sidearmed it.
Incomplete. Prime time was the intended receiver. Incomplete.
I don't think that's prime time, but that's his jersey.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this all breaks down now.
Yeah.
We got 1:54 to go. Fourth down and 10.
And Missile is definitely indeed trying to find a way to get here for semifinal Sunday next week.
May I suggest a plane ride? I'm just saying.
He might not be coming alone.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Mr. Pruneda might be coming with him.
Gotcha.
No leaving.
Can't walk away yet.
No. There goes Ramsey. Keith Ramsey. Short of the first down. I don't know.
Inadvertent whistle is what you would have to go with.
Yeah.
So can't do anything about that.
Nope. I love you left on the clock, which is 143, folks.
Is that what that was?
143 is I love you, yes.
Okay. You talking about from back in the pager days?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yes, we are that old, Chris.
Don't remind me.
Oh, you September baby.
Still don't remind me. My daughter already wanted me to go to Denny's with her so that way she could get the
Free Grand Slam?
No, she
or
could
the
get
AARP discount?
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I got another year.
I kid you not, when my mom got her AARP card, she shouted, she's like, you don't understand, I earned this. I'm like, oh, Lord. Because my grandparents obviously had it. Of course, if you have black grandparents, you know they waited for that AARP discount.
Well, yeah. Senior discount, as she said.
Hey, well, I mean, you know.
She's not wrong.
As my granny used to say, keep living.
Yep.
Ramsey, looking, running.
He's already passed the line of scrimmage. So
Ramsey down the sideline, slipping. Turf monster.
Yep.
Fees minus the dreads makes the tackle. 1:20 to go.
I would tell the SickWidIt to get ready. Oh,
Timeout with 1:17 to go.
not sure who took the timeout. Oh,
All right.
Stealth did.
Mizzle says he is working on the funds.
Yeah, me too.
All right. 1:17 to go here in the game. SickWidIt will take on the Triton BIC. The Silksy Animals will take on the Insomniacs.
Benitez was ejected. Mr. I can hear you.
So Brian Benitez has been ejected from the game. All right. 1:17 to go.
Not sure why it was ejected, but okay.
And Andrew Lulamana looks like a straight-up cowboy right now. Like he's about to go tend the horses on the ranch. Tick. Tick, 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 tick. Keith Ramsey up the middle.
Oh,
Slipping
slips and
again
falls.
at the 25-yard line.
But he got the first down.
But does get the first down.
Don't know if they're going to call a timeout. Yep. I was wondering if they're going to call a timeout. I am not 100% sure why you're going to, at this point in the game, start calling the timeouts.
Yeah, when the game is clearly decided.
Well, not only that, you don't have next week. So
No,
it's
you
not
don't.
like you're pushing yourself to play.
Another game.
Yeah. And try to get momentum on your side. I mean, there is no more momentum.
Yes.
So
All
this
right.
change out is going to have to go quick because we have people coming in behind us.
Well, I have to dip right away after we sign off because brother got to go to work.
Yep.
That's the unfortunate thing about working on Sundays again. It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, unfortunately, bills don't stop.
Yeah, they don't take days off, do
No, they do not.
they? I wish they would.
Man, who you telling? 44 seconds, and the final puzzle to the Final Four will be complete.
And here we go. Slice it.
Yeah, incomplete pass. 38 seconds in counting.
No, clock stop. Incomplete pass.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it looks like Lou Lamano's trying to do the two-step, I think.
Well, hopefully Sick can get a little practice in this week.
Yeah.
Show us a little something for BIC next week.
Yeah.
And here we go.
All right. Ramsey stepping up and getting sacked.
That should be, for all intent and purpose, the last play, but we'll see if they actually called it.
Yep. 24, 23. Clock continues to tick.
20 seconds.
SickWidIt and the Trident BIC, Silks the Animals, and Las Vegas Insomniacs. Again, tune in this Wednesday to The Other Side of the Ball on the Other Side of the Ball Network, where we will dissect the semifinals, the Final Four. Ramsey running, looking for a block, gets it. And Keith Ramsey is going to score.
Into the end zone.
That's his third time, and that's how the game ends with a 34-18 final score. SickWidIt advances to the Final Four, so the Final Four has been set here in the American Sevens Football League next week right here at Matter Academy. It will be the Trenton BIC taking on Las Vegas SickWidIt, and it will be the defending back-to-back national champions, the Las Vegas Insomniacs, taking on the Silk City Animals. Both matchups are intriguing. A lot of people thought that this would be the Final Four matchups coming into the season, and now we really will get to see who will be the beast of the East or who will be the best of the West. Could history possibly be made? Could we possibly see an all Las Vegas championship game on June the 22nd, or could we see an all East Coast championship game again between the Animals and BIC on June the 22nd? All we know is check us out, come with us on the 8th of June. Same bat time, same bat channel. First game will start at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Then game 2, 7 Eastern Daylight Time, 4 Pacific Daylight Time. Chris, final thoughts before we put a bone wrap on this one?
Should be fun next weekend. Can't wait to call the games.
Again, don't forget, once again, one more time, if you go to 247combatsports.tv,